Number 4 is that you need to start getting the big picture first, not later. The big mistake I see so many new mixers make is they start diving in and getting super hyper-focused, zooming in on individual tracks. Like you go in, you open up the mix, and you open up the kick drum, you solo the kick drum, you listen to that under the microscope, you get it to a place that sounds good. You do that for the snare drum, you do that for the toms, you do that for the overheads, you do it for the bass, you do it for the keyboards, you do it for the vocal. You're going in and trying to do like the fine tuning, taking your fine sandpaper and adjusting each little element first. And the way most of the best mixers do it is almost the other way around, where you get the big picture first. You take out your coarse sandpaper first before your fine sandpaper. You know what? Before you even get to your coarse sandpaper, you like actually do some whittling, right? If you're just starting with just a block of wood, you got to whittle that thing until it looks like, I don't know, a pelican. I don't know what you're carving. What are you carving at home? I'm making this analogy on the spot. Maybe it's a unicorn. You're carving a unicorn out of a block of wood. You don't do that with your fine grit sandpaper, right? First, you're taking a chisel to the thing. Then you're taking the knife to the thing and you're whittling it. And then you're taking your coarse sandpaper and then you're taking your fine sandpaper. For any of you carpenters out there, I'm probably totally butchering this analogy because I don't do any carpentry. But I think you get the idea. The same thing goes with mixing. You want to start with big picture. And what I recommend for thinking about big picture is, first of all, you get into a section that's hard to mix. One of your denser sections. And then you figure out, based on your rough mix and your notes on the rough mix, what are the most important elements in this section? Let me bring those primary elements in first. Maybe in this particular song, the most important things are the vocal and the bass line, or the vocal and the backbeat of the snare. Or maybe it's an electronic track and it's the kick groove and the vocal. Or maybe it's like a key sample and how that interacts with the drum kit. It really depends on your genre. It could be guitar and drums. It really depends on the specifics of the track. But you find out like what are those 1 or 2 elements that are the most important, and you bring those in the hardest to mix section. And then you say, what are like the supporting elements? What are the couple of elements that are like our second tier elements that are meant to support these main instruments, but not get in the way of them? And then we bring those in and we start working with those in context, and then bringing in all of your tertiary instruments, the kind of everything else of the mix, where it's meant to add to the production, add to the arrangement without dominating the main characters of the mix. And if you do that first, of getting your big picture in place first, sometimes using just level and pan, after that, then you can go in and get the fine details later. But what's going to happen again is just like if you didn't have the editing or tuning right to begin with. What you're going to end up doing is trying to fix simple balance issues with EQ and delay and compression and reverb, when all that needed to happen, man, was the vocal needed to come up. All that needed to happen was you need more snare drum, or the other way around. Trying to solve level and perspective problems with all these kind of fine-tuning tools isn't the best way to go. This is not to say don't spend a lot of time zeroing in on things and fine-tuning things. Please do have at it. But get the big picture first, not later. And I think that's big takeaway number 4. Number 5, lazy habit, is actually at the end. We focus mostly on things that you should be doing at the beginning that you might not be doing. But there's one thing that you might be too lazy to do at the end, and it's messing you up.